Here I am tonight. I am going to talk to one of these stars of the wonderful family film Martian Child, which starred John Cusack, Oliver Platt, Joan Cusack, and newcomer Bobby Coleman. And I'm going to talk to him in just a minute. Let me tell you a little bit about Bobby Coleman. Bobby Coleman grew up on film sets watching and learning from his older sister and actress Holliston Coleman until at age 6 he wanted to join the action himself. By age 8 he had done a dozen national commercials and some guest star roles. Then major lead roles began to be offered to Bobby in TV and film. Now at age 10, Bobby has played in leads opposite Minnie Driver, Angie Harmon, William H. Macy, Annie Potts, Michael Keaton, Carol Burnett, Amanda Peet, Joan Cusack, and John Cusack. Bobby's biggest role today is a title lead in New Line Cinema's Martian Child. Starring opposite John Cusack is an emotionally disturbed foster child who believes he is from Mars. When not on set, Bobby enjoys a varied and interesting life with family, hiking, renovating houses, and playing with his friends. Bobby loves acting, art, and science and hopes one day to invent something that will change the world. So now, we are going to give him a call. Hey Bobby, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. So yeah, we arranged an interview for 5:50.
Good.
So do you have a little bit of time?
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah, I'm calling all the way from way over here in Connecticut.
Wow, Connecticut. I have not been there. Is it snowing?
It actually is not snowing.
Oh.
But what do you think? What do you think of New York City?
Oh, New York City is awesome. I love New York because you can just walk anywhere, and I love the delis. It's so cool.
Well, let's see. I got some interesting questions for you.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, I loved the movie Martian Child, and I've been looking very much forward to talking to you. Loved your performance in the film.
Thank you, and that's good you got to see it.
Yes. Have you talked to people that haven't seen the movie yet?
Yeah, I have,
and it's kind of interesting that way, huh?
People have seen it, and like the ones that didn't, they just had a piece of paper and told me ask the question.
Yes, yes, okay. Okay, the first question, and can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can, perfectly. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Yes, I can. How did you get this role?
Well, how I got this role is there's always a process in all auditions, and that is you start with 6,000 kids, and then they have a first call with a bunch of kids, 6,000, and then if they like you, they call you back. And then less kids, and then they call you back until it's down to like 4 kids, and then it plays out that way.
So that must have been a nerve-wracking process.
It is, especially when it's like 4 kids.
What was your first thought or reaction when you found out you got the part?
My reaction was, I don't believe you. I was so amazed. How I found out that I got the job is my agent called us into her office, and there's a big picture of my headshot with my antenna things on my head and like a Martian. So that's how I found out, and I was so amazed. Like, oh, I was really happy.
That's hilarious. Did you how did you prepare to play Dennis, the Martian Child, and what challenges did you face?
Well, once we got the script, we all read it, and my whole family read it, and we talked about it, and my sister said, what would it feel like if you were actually a orphan? And she's also a great actress, Holly, and she said, and then she finally said, you'd probably just close up, and don't love you like David did, it'd be hard to open up with him because he'd be afraid that David would hurt you emotionally. So.
Right.
So that's how I played it.
And what ways are you similar to the Martian child? What did you draw from personally in playing the role?
Well, there's one scene where I go out and I find a salamander and I analyze snails, and I love doing that. I love exploring woods and finding things and looking at little cute little like creatures, and also one more thing is I love space. That's one thing I had a strong connection before I got the job.
So you like space?
Yeah, I do.
Now, would you like to go up there one day?
Yes, definitely. That's one of the things I want to do before I die is enter the lands on the moon one day. I'd love that.
Now it says, I guess you like science a lot, so.
Yeah, when I grow up, I want to be a scientist, bioengineer.
Really?
I want to do acting on the side.
That sounds interesting. What and now I know you want to invent something that I read somewhere. You want to invent something that will change the world. Do you have any ideas of what you would like to invent yet, or is that?
Yes, I have this invention where I only need one more item to make a perpetual motion machine, and I can't find that item yet, but once I do, I'll change the world.